This is my breakfast. It's peanut butter oatmeal, peanut butter chocolate chip oatmeal. I'll share that recipe with you in a little bit. And pumpkin spice coffee with nut pods and stevia. So before I get started in the kitchen working on stuff in there and getting all my prep work done for the week, that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to be just kind of doing some stuff in the kitchen. Tomorrow is Wednesday, my first day of my work week, and I want to get things prepped for the week. So anyway, before I do that, I wanted to show you my deck, my front deck. We went, actually a guy came to the farmer's market at my work and was selling pumpkins, so that's where I got the pumpkins. And then I got the mums at the apple orchard that we went to. We went to an apple orchard on Saturday and got some mums and some squash and some apples. And so, yeah. And my impatiens are still looking really, really nice. So I'm just going to leave them there till they die. Hi, Oliver! Of the frost. And I think they look really pretty with the pumpkins next to them. And look, lo and behold, We got the house pressure washed, and Scott pressure washed the deck, and now it's covered in pine needles because it's fall and things are falling. But yeah, I just think everything looks so nice. I love it. And this is a nice cool day, but it is spitting a little bit of rain while I'm out here. But I just love fall. My favorite time of the year. So now that the counter's cleaned off, I need to refill empty containers, or almost empty containers. I went grocery shopping yesterday. You will see that video on Friday, my grocery haul. And so I need to put some of this stuff away. So let's get busy. Alright, I'm going to make some cinnamon sugar mixture for me. This is my version of it using my stevia blend. And I usually just do stevia blend and cinnamon, but this time I'm going to add some pumpkin pie spice to it as well, because, you know, it's pumpkin spice season. I don't measure, I just dump. I'm going to be putting it in this Pioneer Woman shaker jar, so I don't want to do too much because I want it to be able to fit in here. So the next thing I'm going to make is my version of super sweet blend that we use in Trim Healthy Mama recipes. And it's basically what the name suggests. It is a stevia blend that's extra sweet. And the way you do that is, well, the way I make mine is I take my stevia blend, which is, you use half as much of the stevia baking blend as you would regular sugar. So let's say a recipe calls for a cup of sugar, of regular sugar, use half a cup of the stevia baking blend. So then when I make my super sweet blend, instead of using a half a cup, I would use a fourth of a cup. So it just makes it that much sweeter, and so you can use less of it in a recipe. Now I usually use my super sweet blend in my coffee and my teas. So it's really, really easy to make this. It's 1 cup of the baking blend. I just pour it right in the container that I store it in. Except I always make a mistake, a mess, you know me. And if I used a funnel, I could avoid that problem. And I'm going to go ahead and make a double. I'm going to fill this container up, so it's going to take 2. Can I get a 3rd cup in there? No. So for every cup of the baking blend, you use 1 teaspoon of pure stevia. I get my pure stevia from Trim Healthy Mama, from their website. It's the best pure stevia I've ever used. It doesn't have any kind of well, at least I don't detect any bitter aftertaste to it, because stevia can be somewhat bitter. So it's just 1 cup of the blend, 1 teaspoon of stevia powder. And you just mix it, mix it, mix it. You want to mix it really, 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 really well, because you want to get that pure stevia completely incorporated in with the blend. Clean up my mess here. And this counter is super clean. I just washed it. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my jar. Now my stevia blend that I use, this stuff here, I get this off of Amazon, and it is actually blended with raw sugar, raw cane sugar. So there is calories in this. But like I said, when you use it, it's half as much sugar, so it's half the calories. This is not 100% Trim Healthy Mama friendly, because they don't want you using any sugar at all. My problem is I cannot use the stevia blends that I can get through Trim Healthy Mama, or I could get in wherever you would shop. I can't use those because they are mixed with erythritol or xylitol. Those are sugar alcohols, and with my IBS, I cannot eat sugar alcohols, or it causes a lot of problems. Plus, xylitol is poisonous to dogs, so I don't want it in the house. So I figure using this that's cut with raw sugar, it's raw sugar, it's not processed sugar, that's why it kind of has a tan or a cream color to it, is better than not using any stevia at all. It's better than using pure cane sugar. So that is why I use this baking blend. If you are on Trim Healthy Mama, or you want to try Trim Healthy Mama and you can do the sugar alcohols, then by all means get the ones that are 0 calorie. But I have found success using this, and so I'm going to stick with it, even though my weight loss is very, very slow. But anyway, on to the next thing. Before I get on with my next thing that I want to get done today, I'm going to put together one of my all-day sippers. This is a Trim Healthy Mama thing. They want you to stay hydrated, so they encourage you to drink a lot. And of course, drinking just plain water is fine, but it can be kind of boring. I love sipping on tea. I use all kinds of different teas depending on my mood and what time of the day it is. If it's morning, I just do I do regular like oolong tea and black tea, but if it's later in the afternoon or evening, I will do an herbal tea with no caffeine. And sometimes I just want something that doesn't have a ton of caffeine in it, but I want a little bit of caffeine. So in that case, that's what my case is today. In this cup here, I have steeping. I've had it steeping for a while since I had my breakfast this morning, because you want this to come down to room temperature. So in this cup, I have 1 tea bag of this raspberry rose hibiscus. This I got from work. It's from the Republic of Tea company, and it is caffeine free. It's just an herbal tea. And then to give it a little bit of caffeine, I went ahead and used 1 tea bag of this organic green tea. So I poured, poured the boiling water over it, and I've just let it sit until now it is at room temperature. So then I'm going to go ahead and fish the tea bags out of there. And I always squeeze my hands are clean, don't worry. Squeeze the tea bags, and then I just discard those. And then I pour this into my big 32-ounce cup. Now, I'm not done yet. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of this beet juice powder. Beets are very healthy for you. They detox your liver. They have so many nutrients and micronutrients in it. You couldn't even believe. There's a ton of potassium. It's a wonderful source of potassium and folate. They're just wonderful. Now, I am not a fan of beets. Just to eat a beet, or especially pickled beets, they are not my favorite. But I don't mind the the beet juice powder. It's basically beet juice that they have dehydrated. But I have found that when you add it to a liquid, it does not dissolve very quickly. So what I do is I just take a little bit of water and add a teaspoon of that beet juice to it and let it sit the same amount of time that my tea is steeping. Give it a couple of stirs and it's completely dissolved. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my drink. Now you can see there's a little bit left in the bottom. I will just rinse that out and dump it in after I add my ice. Also to this concoction, I'm going to add my probiotic boost powder. I got this from a coworker. She sells Sipology tea, and they had this probiotic powder, and it's strawberry flavored, and it goes really good with anything that is fruity, which is what this tea that I'm drinking is. And you just put in a half a teaspoon of this. It's really good to take probiotics, and it's good to use different kinds of probiotics because there's a lot of different kinds of good bacteria in your gut that you want to promote. Another thing I add to this is some of this tart cherry juice concentrate. I hope I'm getting all this stuff on frame. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just guessing here. But this is a tart juice concentrate. I get this from Swanson Vitamins. 2 tablespoons is a serving, so I've got a 2 tablespoon measure here, and I'm just going to add that to the mixture here. And tart cherry juice is so good for joint pain. It's also very good for lowering your blood pressure if you have a blood pressure problem. I don't, thankfully, but I take it kind of as a preventative to keep my blood pressure normal. I don't want to go on blood pressure medicine. So yeah, tart cherry juice is super good. It's full of antioxidants, and if you have any kind of joint pain, it really does help with that. Now, as you've noticed, I have not added any sweetener to this yet. And so this is where that stevia super sweet blend comes in that I just made. And I add 1 generous tablespoon to it, and that is plenty of sweetness for all of this concoction that I'm putting together here. And then I just stir it really well. Then I'm going to add some ice. And then I'm going to take that beet cup that I dissolved the beet juice or beet powder in, add a little more water to it, and top it off with that. And there you have it. Super good, very, very tasty, refreshing, and very healthy. It's packed full of all the things your body needs. After having that oatmeal this morning, and I probably won't even eat lunch. This will probably be my lunch because I'm not hungry at all, and it's almost noon. And as you see, most of that beetroot powder came out. So I'm not missing out on any of it. All right, now the last thing I'm going to show you that I'm going to do as far as like a recipe prep thing is I'm going to show you how I made that oatmeal that I had this morning for breakfast. So the recipe for that oatmeal that I had is a variation of the Trim Healthy Mama Sweet Dreams oatmeal. And the idea is you mix everything up the night before, you put it in the refrigerator, and in the morning all you have to do is either heat it up on the stove or heat it up in the microwave. But what I do is I just take all of the dry ingredients and I put them in these bowls, and I'll make 3 of them because we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then tonight I will add the liquid to one of these, put it in the refrigerator, and then I'm not sure if these bowls are microwave safe. So I just go ahead and pour this into a microwave safe bowl like I did this morning and cook my oatmeal. But it just saves on the time of pulling out all the ingredients, and all I have to do is just remember to add the liquid. And I can do it like right before I go to bed if I forget earlier. You just add half a cup of water, half a cup of not oat milk. Well, you could use oat milk, whatever kind of milk you want. I use almond milk, unsweetened. And that's all you have to do. But to these bowls, I'm going to add the ingredients for that peanut butter oatmeal. And I love it. The peanut butter oatmeal is so good. And this is what I use for the peanut butter. Now this is also not completely on plan because it does have some coconut sugar in it. The peanut butter powder from Trim Healthy Mama is completely unsweetened, and I do have that, but I need to use this up, so that's why I've been using this. I'm not going to be able to share the exact recipe with you because of copyright issues, but if you are interested, you can check this book out in the library, or you can go online, and I'm sure you could find a variation of this oatmeal online. But I'm going to add oats, this peanut butter powder, some of my super sweet blend, a pinch of mineral salt, and some collagen. And the collagen and the peanut butter what makes it really stick to your ribs and keeps you full for a really long time, because it boosts up that protein. If you just used regular oats with no protein in it, oats are a pure carb, and your body uses carbs really fast, and you would be hungry like a half hour later. But because I add that peanut butter powder and the collagen, yeah, I stay full for a really long time. And there we have it. That's all there is to it. It's so simple. And tonight, like I said, I'll add half a cup of water, half a cup of almond milk, put a lid on this, stick it in the refrigerator. In the morning, you just heat it till it's bubbly and thick. Now I do add just a pinch of nuts, peanuts on top, and a pinch of miniature chocolate chips, because, oh man, what can be better than chocolate and peanut butter, especially first thing in the morning. And those peanuts and chocolate chips do not add enough fat to this to make this a crossover. This is a true E breakfast, which I prefer E meals over S meals. That's just the way I am. That's the way I like them. So anyway, I hope you do this. Do it a variation however you want to. You can omit the peanut butter powder and add a tablespoon of cocoa powder. You can omit that at all, and just put in some fruit, whatever you want to do. You can put a banana in it, whatever you want to do, and it is a truly delicious and filling breakfast, and healthy too. The last thing I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to get these clean dishes put away, get the sink cleaned out, and then do my big deep cleaning of my sink. I love to do that every so often and get it all shined up. Alright, that is it for this video today. Hope you enjoyed it. This was just a really quick get stuff done in the morning video. I have an appointment this afternoon, so I was just really trying to hurry up and get things done. So there you go. That's what I do a lot of times on Tuesdays when I'm trying to get ready for the week ahead. I hope this video was enjoyable. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hope you got motivated to try to do a few things to get ready for your upcoming week, whenever that might be. My work week starts on Wednesday. A lot of people's work week starts on Mondays. So you could probably do this same thing on Sunday night or Saturday afternoon. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, friends.